What's up, guys? It's TechnoViking23 and wanted to welcome you into my Mass Effect Let's Play series that I'm going to be doing here on my YouTube channel. This is mostly just for fun. I'm sure a lot of you guys have already had experience with the Mass Effect trilogy. If not, then hopefully you'll enjoy this and enjoy this nice little look into the Mass Effect universe. But again, this is just for fun. This is kind of take a little bit of a break from Destiny. I have a lot of games on my 360 I still need to go on and play. Gears of War 3. I may even do some Far Cry Blood Dragon here and there. But this is a game series that's very near and dear to me. I absolutely love this trilogy. You know, my first BioWare experience was actually with Knights of the Old Republic back in the day. It was a really fantastic game. And Mass Effect sort of continued that tradition. And this is just an amazing universe. I actually like Mass Effect more than Star Wars, which is saying something. But what I'm going to be doing is just going through. This is my second playthrough on the original game. I actually beat it the first time, then I spent most of the rest of my time in Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3. Now, what I need to do here is actually... I'm going to start a new game. Let's see if it's going to let me activate my old character, because I need to do a second playthrough and basically start over again to get the achievements. So here we go. We select existing ID. That should do it. Alright, so I was an infiltrator, level 50. So I had 23 hours in the first time I went through. That's actually a fairly quick playthrough. I didn't really do a whole lot of exploration, which this time I'm probably going to go back and revisit. I was just in kind of a hurry to get through to Mass Effect 2, so I really just, you know, didn't spend much time on the side stuff, although there is quite a bit. I know you can spend a good 40, 50, 60 hours on this game just through your first playthrough. Because there's so much to explore. There's so much work they put into the universe and even the side missions and everything. And there's actually a lot more stuff in this initial game that affects Mass Effect 3. There's a lot more than there actually is in Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 2 is a lot more linear. This game is a lot more open in terms of exploration and whatnot. Now keep in mind, guys, this game came out in 2008, so the graphics may not be amazing or incredible. But it's just the gameplay and the universe, the characters, the story that make this game pretty awesome. So we're going to get started off here. This first part, we're going to be heading to Eden Prime, which is the first planet you experience in the universe and where your journey pretty much begins. Here's just a little bit of background information if you guys are new to the universe. I will probably be giving out a lot of spoilers as I'm playing through this for people who haven't played, so I apologize, but this game's been out for a long time, so shouldn't be anything really spoiling it for you. And we have the Normandy, one of my favorite sci-fi ships, right up there with the Millennium Falcon. One thing BioWare always did that was really cool with these games is they always gave a really cool spaceship. Whether it was the Even Hawk or the Normandy in Mass Effect. And that's the mass relay. That's what people use to travel around the galaxy in Mass Effect. Here we have Joker. Our first introduction to Joker. And Caden sitting over there in the corner where he belongs. Not a huge Caden fan. And we have Nihilus. Won't give any spoilers on him yet. But I am unfortunately going to have to play through most of this game with Caden and Ashley because I need to get the squad achievements. There's achievements for playing with certain squad mates. So I'm going to be working on those, working on a couple other achievements. I'm probably going to do a third playthrough of this game where I do all Renegade, where I just pretty much play as a complete jerk with Shepard, because no matter how hard I try, I can't seem to get that 75% Renegade achievement.
That is the official story, but only an idiot believes the official story.
They don't send specters on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting.
Of course there's more going on here. We have 2 more full games afterwards to play, so obviously there's a lot more going on here.
Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance.
And yes, that is Keith David. I keep waiting for him to yell Ramirez at me over and over again.
Brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
I'm on my way.
Is it me or does the captain always sound a little pissed off?
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
Alright, so let's take a look here and see what we've got. I think I'm level 50, so I should have all my stuff from before. So the game is probably not going to be super hard, but I am also working on, there's a level 50 to level 60 achievement you can do. And that's what I'm going to be working on here. As you can see, I got most of my Spectre gear already, which is good. Do have to get a few other different things. Let's see what we got here. This armor looks better than what we're wearing. So we had before. And this armor all looks like pretty much crap. So we'll have to pick up some new armor if we can at some point to look a little bit better, but overall this is going to make the game a little bit easier because you've got all your level 50 gear, you've got all your Mark X stuff that you can use. Let's see, I got most of my talents maxed out here. So we're going to work our way from level 50 to level 60 this time around. Let's see.
The Systems Alliance is an.
And if you guys don't use the codex much in this game, I strongly suggest taking a look at it because most of it's voice acted and they go through and give you a ton of in-game lore. And you know, this is one of the things I'm always griping about with Destiny is how you have to go outside the game to look at the lore. I mean, this is how you do it. This is basically the Grimoire from Destiny. It's all right here in the game, and as you progress, you'll unlock more of these codex entries, and you will be able to basically just go through and learn a lot about the characters in the game and everything. There's a lot of development in the game besides that, but that's just nice that you actually have it there. And this is a game that came out in 2008.
Congratulations, Commander.
So you guys can kind of see why I'm a little bit critical
Heading down to see the captain?
of
Sounds like you don't trust Arturian
Bungie and how they've basically done Destiny, because it's, you know, games that came out back in 2008, prior to that, just did such a much better job of building up the world.
You think the Alliance brass is holding
So,
out on us?
I'll give you a little bit of insight to why I'm a little bit critical when I talk about Destiny. But of course, Mass Effect does set the bar pretty high in terms of development and in-game story, characters, all that fun stuff.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
Alright, now guys, I'm basically just going through some of the intro stuff here. I'll probably play a little bit faster when we get into it later. Just kind of going through some of the
What do you think, Commander?
developmental stuff here early on. And I'm not going to make you guys watch the entire playthrough, all 30-some hours of it. I'll probably just do the major parts.
Patching up crew members in the infirmary.
calm down, Corporal. A good soldier stays cool, even under fire.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
And you probably don't
Just
want to
treat
go on this
like
mission,
every
but
other assignment they've had and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on a cruise. Everybody knows what you can do.
somebody just get Jenkins a red shirt right now.
That's what I can do.
This mission isn't about personal glory, Corporal. We have a job to do. Don't do anything stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, sir. I'm not gonna screw this up.
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only...
The First Contact War is it's a neat little lore point in Mass Effect. It's basically when humanity first discovered the mass relays, they started to explore.
What do you know about
And they discovered, they actually ran into the Turians, and the humans were trying to open up a locked relay. They were trying to open it up and use it, which was outlawed in Citadel space, which of course the humans didn't know because they weren't part of the Council, or they hadn't found the Citadel or the other races yet. So the Turians saw them attempting to do it and just decided to attack and try to kill the humans. And then it led to this entire, First Contact War, which is basically the Turians and the humans fighting each other. The Turians trying to take over Earth, and eventually the Council and the Asari and the Solarians stepped in, and they negotiated peace talks, and humanity was brought into the larger galactic picture with all of the other races.
Situations, forced to survive unbeatable odds, just like you on a cruise.
I try not to think about a cruise.
Sorry, Commander. I didn't mean to offend you. I respect what you did there. We all do.
Let's not dwell on the past, Commander. Was there something else you needed?
The captain's waiting for me.
Alright, let's get on with this, because... Now you see there, every time I talk to somebody, I get a codex entry,
Yes, Commander. Is there something you need?
which
You're from Eden Prime.
basically
What's it like?
gives me more information I can access from that codex
They've been real
page.
careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime is one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
Oh, Jenkins, you should just calm down. Alright, so let's head down. Here we talk to Nihilus, the Turian Spectre.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
The captain said he'd meet me here.
He's on his way. I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
I've never been there.
But you know of it. It's become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it, really?
If you've got something to say, just say it.
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
It's funny in this game, it's kind of like Star Trek with the Vulcans. First encounter humanity, if you remember from Enterprise, the Vulcans were always trying to hold humanity back and not let them explore as much and caution them and all that. The Turians are kind of the same way with the humans. Actually, the whole galaxy really is.
Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years.
Yeah,
But
humans
Eden
basically
Prime
found
don't
old
have the
Prothean
facilities to handle
ruins
such
on Mars, and it led to
We need to bring the beacon back to the
large
Citadel
scale
for further
technological advancement, and eventually led to them
Obviously, this
finding
goes beyond mere human interests,
the
Commander.
mass relays in
This
the rest of the
discovery could
galaxy.
affect every species in Council space.
Are we expecting trouble?
I'm always expecting trouble. There's more, Shepard. Nihilus isn't just here for the beacon. He's also here to evaluate you.
What's going on, Captain?
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need
Yep,
to see
that
your
will be an
skills
overlying
myself.
theme of the game. They're always
Eden
counting
Prime
on
will be
you.
the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology. Even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried
I'm
on
sure
Mars,
nothing is going to go wrong on this mission.
on Earth, that was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council
Yep, those dirty Batarians. We'll meet them later on in the game. This game is a lot like Star Trek. There's a lot of different races you end up meeting
We got a problem.
along the way.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't. Need evac. They came out of nowhere. We need it.
And I wonder what that could be.
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Well, looks like Jenkins is going to get his wish to go on a mission.
Someone was doing some serious digging, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you're coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck!
We are approaching checkpoint 2.
Alright, so here we are, Eden Prime.
Smells like smoke and death. Oh God, what happened?
You can actually talk to your guys. It's a third person. See, you got your little radar down there on the right side. You can run around, pretty much explore anywhere you want on the map. There's not a whole lot here. At first, this is just kind of the opening stage. And this is Eden Prime. Yeah, I gotta try to remember the controls here. I guess left trigger is aim. Right trigger is fire. Yeah, let me see here. Alright, I think I can equip certain weapons, but I don't believe that I have very good, let's see, I can't use, like, sniper rifles and pistols are my primary weapons with this guy. Alright, so let's real quick, we are going to upgrade. Nice thing about this is you do have a lot of points to allocate for your characters when you do second playthrough, because you do have all these experience points left over from where you went to level 50. So we are gonna pump Caden up here a little bit, since I am gonna be having to use him. Give him a little bit of barrier and stasis. Since he's going to be our main biotic, we really want to make sure he's got some good powers. Now, Jenkins here, old red shirt, we're just going to put some stuff in him because, as I've already alluded to by calling him a red shirt, there is a reason. He was so excited to go on this mission, so we're gonna pump up all your powers here, Jenkins, and make you awesome. We'll see how long, how good you can do on your mission here that you were so excited about. Right, so I believe everybody is good to go. As you can see there, the codex will update as you go through with new entries. You've got a timeline here. You can basically go through and see a lot of the stuff that happened in the universe. So all kinds of cool stuff built right into the game for you to check out. Alright, so we have to head to the dig site. Alright, you guys are probably bored out of your mind with this, so let's get on with the adventure. Alright, so basically you just follow your compass around. You've got your little arrow there that tells you where to go. We're going to go up that way. I'm trying to remember, looking around here, there were some, I believe there were some items. If you hold down the A button, you can run a little bit faster. Trying to remember if anything else works. Upgrade kit. Weapon upgrade, that's nice already. Okay, select those grenades apparently and detonates them. The grenade mechanic in this game was really hard to get used to. Y activates your metagel. what's gonna happen. All this foreshadowing. Oh dear. And Jenkins is gone already. So.
Take out those hostiles.
Ripped right through his shields. We're out of chance.
Sometimes Marines die. The rest of us just have to carry on. We still have to find that beacon.
Aye, aye, sir.
Alright, so that's why we weren't really paying much attention on Jenkins when we were doing his powers, because obviously he's just a red shirt. And unfortunately, now the combat aspect of this first game was a little bit hard to get used to. Of course, remember, this is a 2008 game.
Buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies.
So,
I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
so kind of difficult to go back to playing this when I've been playing a lot of other first-person shooters for a while. I think if I hold... See, in the other games, if you held down X, you would switch weapons, but not in this one. Alright, and here is Ashley. She's actually one of the main characters.
Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, sir?
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Any idea what kind of enemy we're facing?
I think they're Geth.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon.
The Geth are basically a race of sentient machines that were created by another race in this universe.
Aye, aye, sir.
You'll learn a lot more about them as you go through the game, and also
what else do you know about the Geth?
when you go into Mass Effect 2 and 3, especially.
Non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile. Well, after that, they just kind of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol, until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
Move out.
Alright, so we picked up Ashley and Caden. So now we are going to go in and spend our skill points. And Ashley is definitely a shotgunner, so we want to get that unlocked. Max out her shotguns and her assault rifle. Not really too concerned about snipers because I am actually the sniper for the group. We want Ashley to be more of a tank who can do some good damage up close. Jump up her assault training and her fitness to get her some health. And let's see, we'll do a little bit of squad healing here. Alright, so Ashley is good to go. Caden is all good to go. And I should probably check their equipment. They're probably using the base equipment here. So let's switch over. Yep, Ashley's got pretty weak gear, so we're going to give her, I need to break down some of this level 1 stuff. I have 850 some Omnigel, which is a bit ridiculous. So 336 damage on all these. Go ahead and let her equip that one. Yeah, so we got some much better armor as well. Alright, so Ashley is good to go. Give Caden some better gear here since I'm going to be using him a lot. Need to go through here and get rid of some of this other stuff. Always important in this game to keep your gear pretty current so that you can do very well against the enemies. Sorry, I'm being a little quiet, guys. I'm just trying to get all this stuff taken care of. Alright, so we should be good. Everybody's got all their new armor and weapons equipped. We can head on. Some good weapons and stuff here. Actually, I need to check my own guns and see what I am using. Explosive rounds. Alright, we'll use some Inferno rounds for right now. Let's see what we got going on with the sniper rifle. High explosive rounds. I use those. They basically only give you one shot, but it will take out pretty much anything. Now, this is the game's very limited cover mechanic. They improve greatly upon that in Mass Effect 2 and 3, definitely. You can see there with the Inferno rounds how quick you take stuff out. And that's why it's very important to keep your team well armed, because it just makes taking out the enemies a lot easier. You can see here, I'm not even getting to shoot most of these guys.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Now, one important thing about this game is to save often. The game will auto-save for you, but there are certain points in time where you want to basically make sure you are saving every so often, so that if something happens and you die, you don't have to start all over again.
I'll wait for you there.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up. Oh God, they're still alive.
These are basically husks. Initially, they think that the Geth did this to these humans, but it's actually the Reapers have trained or kind of turned them into their own type of zombies. They're pretty easy to take care of here. Let's see here. Don't think we can get into that one. Alright, now the cool thing in the game, you can do a manual override, or you can actually override the door using Omnigel. That makes it really super easy to do. Or you can go through the upgrade system. Either way, you can open a lot of the doors.
Thank the Maker.
Hurry, close the door before they come back.
Don't worry, we'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future?
Now, this is interesting, because if you played through the game and played through the other games, you understand kind of what this guy is talking about.
I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
Which is kind of interesting, because they do add a lot of elements.
What else
You know, that you will, if you play it multiple times, it just enhances the experience a little bit more with the story. He's basically talking about a vision he's had of the future.
Agents of the destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside.
Heralds of our extinction is another key point. He's basically talking about the Reapers. And of course all this will be revealed to you later on as you progress the story, but it's just kind of cool that they've got this guy here and he's talking about all this stuff. And at first you obviously have no clue. You think he's just kind of babbling.
That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry. Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
Hush, Manuel. Go lie down. You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
You're wasting your time. The age of humanity is over. Our extinction is inevitable.
Manuel, I need to ask you something.
It's probably best if you just leave him alone.
I don't have time for this.
Time? Our time is over.
All right, so after that, let's move on. Okay, we've already been in there. We've got our little cutscene here. There's our buddy Nihilus.
Sarah. This isn't your mission, Sarah. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
So Saren is another Spectre. He's another Turian.
I've got it under control.
And he's also a traitor, and he just shot Nihilus in the back of the head. So, and there's your first look at a Reaper. Cybernetic, Robo-Squid, whatever you want to call it. As it takes off. So I'm going to see if I can remember how to snipe here. Okay, so it still is like it used to be. One of the things I really didn't like about sniping in this game is there's really not a whole lot of... Gotta have to wait for your scope to settle. You can see there, that's why I use the high explosive rounds. It's like you only get one shot, but it blows up everything. We get some husks hiding down there. Sniping was kind of cumbersome in this game. So I usually favor the pistol and the assault rifle. Especially if you're trying to do any kind of quick sniping, it's really kind of difficult. Or maybe it just is for me because I'm not the best player, but it can be kind of fun. Let's go back to our pistol. Save the sniper for later. And then, okay, so I forgot I have all these different powers. Got to get used to this again after playing Mass Effect 3 for a while. It's kind of weird not having your ammo powers and other stuff here.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out. We're not armed.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
We took care of them.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
The three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
Do you know anything about the Prothean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
I have to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring. Nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
What kind of packages?
I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
We're risking our lives to save this colony. You sure there's nothing else in here that could help us out?
Yeah, there's one more thing. I was gonna sell it after this was over, but you probably deserve it more than I do.
Who's your contact at the spaceport, Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
He might have
This is kind of the early, you got your Paragon and Renegade options. You may not have these the first time through, but since my character's pretty much fully leveled up, he's got some different persuasion options you can do.
The spaceport, if he's still alive.
You could be nice, or you can just be a complete jackass. So, kind of depends on what you want to do. We got a level 2 pistol. That will be helpful when you first play the game, but right now, obviously, I don't need that. So, we're going to see what they've got in here. Storage locker. Alright, so I'll show you the manual bypass. You basically just have to press the same buttons as they appear on the screen on your controller. It's really not that difficult. We got some interesting. Let's see, we'll take the armor and the Omni tool and see if we can use either of those. And we can keep on going here. You see, we got an orange. Anytime you see an orange X on your map, it means there's something there for you to go check out. These people, why would they put an upgrade kit in the fire? Ooh, IX Inferno rounds, very cool. I actually will use those. Let's see, I think we got some armor too. And of course, I can't use heavy armor, which just sucks. I think Ashley can actually. Well, that's kind of weird. Heavy armor is actually worse than what she's already got. Alright, we'll just move on here. It's not that important right now, it's just the first stage, so.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait, don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
What are you doing sneaking around back there?
I am sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Pal. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
You're saying Nihilus was murdered by a Turian?
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
Where'd Saren go after he killed Nihilus?
He jumped on the cargo train and headed over to the other platform. Probably going after the beacon. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I'd been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crate?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
Ashley's a little bit pissed about that, apparently.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the beacon?
They brought it here this
I
morning.
really was tempted to go with the
Loaded it up
Renegade
on
option
this
there,
train and
but
shipped it to the other
I'm
platform.
going to try to go through this
Heard the
playthrough like I
radar was
normally
only
do.
a few hours ago. Feels like a whole other life.
Your Cole's contact here on the docks for the smuggling ring.
What? No! I mean, what does it matter now? So I'm a smuggler, who cares? My supervisor's dead, the entire crew's dead. Doesn't matter now, does it?
Anything hidden nearby that we could use against the Geth?
A shipment of grenades came through last week. Nobody notices if a few small pieces go missing from the military orders.
You greedy son of a bitch. We're out here trying to protect your sorry ass, and all you can think about is how you can rip us off?
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime with just a bunch of farmers? How was I supposed to know?
Hand over those grenades. Now.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
A lot of Marines died here, Powell. Those grenades could have come in handy. If I were you, I'd think of some way to make it up to them.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're not going to get a visit from Santa Claus at Christmas time, buddy.
Experimental technology, top of the line. Take it. I don't need it. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Really, I'm sorry.
We need to find that beacon before...
Get out of here before Ashley tries to kill you.
The cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
High explosives. I've already got those. And I don't use grenades much in this game anyways because they are not that great. Alright, well, we got some more Geth attacking us. Rocket drones can be a pain in the ass, but at this point, my team pretty much annihilates everything pretty quickly because we've just got super advanced equipment. There are explosive barrels and stuff you can shoot, which are pretty cool. So there's all kinds of interesting mechanics. Some of the Geth have shields. Alright, so we wiped out all the Geth. We just need to jump on the train, and we're almost done with part 1 here.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
Oh, Sarah, you're a bad boy. Alright, so we gotta defuse the bombs.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down.
So basically you gotta run around here and dismantle or reset the bombs. You got 5 minutes to do it, so you got a lot of time. You can actually aim your squad powers when you do this stuff, so that's pretty cool. Now they've made the power interface in the other two games is a lot easier to use than this one. But for its time when this game came out, it was pretty kind of a pretty neat little interface and system they used. So we got one more bomb to defuse. One more Geth hiding over here. Alright, so all the bombs are taken care of. We can proceed. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the first part. We're going to go check out this Prothean beacon and see what happens. You see that's what's left of the spaceport. That's pretty much where that Reaper had landed.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up. Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
And just like that, we prevent Ashley from being the hero of the series. Oops, you broke it. Alright, so we got a brief glimpse of the future there. And here goes Saren in his Reaper.
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden.
And we have evil Deanna Troi from Star Trek The Next Generation.
It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
This human must be eliminated.
Now, she is actually an Asari, which is another race we'll meet here in a little bit after we get to the Citadel, but first we have to do some stuff on the ship.
Dr. Chakwas, I think he's waking up.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
Minor throbbing. Nothing serious. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon.
You know, Dr. Chakwas keeps herself in pretty good shape for an old lady, I have to say.
When I approached it, you had to push me out of the way.
You had no way to know what would happen.
Actually, we don't even know if that's what set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. The lieutenant and I carried you back here to the ship.
What's the damage, Doctor?
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death? Destruction? Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
When all the readings look normal, I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
I feel bad about Red Shirt Jenkins biting it.
You did a good job, Shepard.
Chief Williams isn't part of the Normandy crew.
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Elenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
The Council can kiss my ass. I won't let them blame me for losing the beacon. I didn't do anything wrong.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best. A living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble.
Anderson has some history with Saren. If you read any of the Mass Effect books.
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology, blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction, whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue, and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Alright, that is going to do it for part 1. We have completed Eden Prime. That is the first little bit of the game. So as you can see, the initial little tutorial stage there takes about an hour. So we're going to go ahead and do a new save here. And then next time when we come back, we will head to the Citadel and see if we can't get some of this stuff sorted out. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this little Let's Play of Mass Effect. Just the Eden Prime first initial stage of the game. Hope you'll stay tuned and tune in for more. This is Techno Viking 23, and I'll see you guys again next time.